On day one, as an intern, you have no idea what to expect. There are a lot of things as a fourth-year med student that you're considering when you're looking for a residency program. When I was going through the process, I kind of had an easier time narrowing things down than I expected. Dr. Broderick instilled this excitement to learn and grow as a physician. And I knew that I wanted to be surrounded by attendings that kind of portrayed that, and that kind of energy was something that I'd like to be around and surrounded by every day.
Mayo Clinic is a very big name, especially in the urology field. When I was applying to different urology programs, Mayo Clinic was in the top of my list. So I decided to come here as a medical student, and I did a 1-month rotation with the program, and I fell in love with Mayo Clinic Jacksonville.
I'm the program director of the Urology Residency program at Mayo Clinic, Florida. We're the youngest of 3 programs offered by Mayo Clinic Graduate Medical Education. But that being said, I've been graduating residents for over 20 years. We've risen to the top 20 in Doximity's ratings. We like to say, top 20 in 20.
The attendings at Mayo Clinic are dedicated to residency education and spend the time we need to improve our surgical skills. Through our mentorship model, we work with the same attending for 2 months at a time and are able to repeat and learn and practice the same procedures and the same surgeries over and over to enhance our skill set.
One of the unique things about Mayo Clinic in Florida's mentorship training model is you'll be in the operating room almost immediately. That allows you exposure to not only basic urology cases, but also what we consider destination or tertiary care cases. What that does is get you familiar with the types of surgery that'll be performed in a tertiary urology practice, but it also gives you an opportunity to develop your skills in those procedures in a stepwise fashion throughout the years to when you're a chief resident, you're fully proficient in these complex operations.
And that allows you exposure to the entire episode of care. So you're there with your consultant in the preoperative decision-making and consultation process. You help make the relevant preparations for the OR so things go well. You're there for the surgery, and then you also see them afterwards. And I think that helps mold you in a very efficient way into a mature clinician that's not just focused on the technical details, but in being a good doctor and providing the entire episode of care.
Mayo Clinic has a culture of continuous improvement, quality, and safety. You often hear us say the needs of the patient come first. The department's mission is to provide the best urosurgical care in the Southeast.
So if you're a trainee at Mayo Clinic in Florida, whether you're in urology or another program, you'll note that we have unprecedented facilities. We have a simulation center for hands-on training that's unmatched pretty much anywhere in the Southeast, if not in the United States. Our surgical operating rooms are state-of-the-art. Our facilities are unquestionably top-notch.
So our residents have access to holmium laser enucleation of the prostate, advanced robotic platforms. We have multiple XI robots. We have the SP robot. They have access to new regenerative therapies for erectile dysfunction. And pretty much if it's a new and meaningful technology, we're going to be one of the first places in the country to have it. And I think that's an exciting aspect of residency training to people that are evaluating our program.
On a very specific level, we do several hundred prostatectomies, nephrectomies, and partial nephrectomies yearly. We also do a very significant amount of bladder cancer and radical cystectomies as well. When you look at BPH and holmium laser enucleation procedures, we're probably one of the busiest centers in the Southeast. We treat a significant amount of stone volume as well.
I will say without hesitation, the program here is very good in supporting the big picture. There is a huge emphasis on the individual resident themselves and everything that is in their life. It's that kind of a program.
As chair of our department, I want to create an environment that is diverse and inclusive for our patients. If our focus is to focus on the needs of the patients first, I think our department has to reflect the needs of many patients. And I think that's where diversity and inclusion is an important factor that people don't often talk about.
The thing that makes Mayo Clinic in Florida Urology Residency program special is the people.
My co-residents, they are like my brothers and sisters. Here we're kind of like a family. We share our good moments, our bad moments. We laugh at them, we cry together, and we enjoy time together as well.
Dr. Broderick is extremely supportive of all of the residents. Just because you're in residency doesn't mean you should miss your wife's first ultrasound appointment with your unborn child. It doesn't mean you should miss your kid's first day of kindergarten. Being a close-knit program, we work together to support our residents so that they can maintain a healthy work-life balance.
Whether you're interested in a shore life or you have a young family, Jacksonville, Florida is a very good place to live.
The campus, it's in a good location here. We're kind of like 3 miles from the beach, from the stadium, from the airport, 2 hours from Orlando, 5 hours to Miami. So there's no better place to be than Mayo Clinic, Florida.
I want to be a great urologist, no matter what field that ends up being in. Whether I'm in academic medicine or private practice, I truly know that the attendings and faculty are going to get me to that place. Everyone is so willing to teach, so willing to take the time to work with you, and that's all I could ask for.
It was my dream to be at Mayo Clinic, and here I am, doing my residency. I dream, I work for it, and I achieve.
I'm sure I made the right choice 100% when I chose to come here to Mayo Clinic. I feel extremely fortunate to be able to be here and to be able to graduate from a great program.
Thank you for your interest in Mayo Clinic, Florida Urology Residency Program.